Hi everybody, welcome back, and this is another session 0, this time with the mighty Bravo Squad. Everybody's here is excited for that. And I am joined here with 5 other players who are going to be doing this other campaign with me. And we're gonna get started to try to start getting to know each other and start developing our partnership with each other. So we're gonna do a few icebreakers. Think of this as sort of like your session 0 warm up. And my first question is really simple. We're just gonna go around the room, and I want you guys to introduce yourself. Tell us how you want us to refer to you as. If there's multiple options, you can specify the options of what you want us to call you. If you're comfortable with it, you can give your country and or state, and then one fun fact about yourself that has nothing to do with video games. So I can go first. My name is Angel Arts, also known as Hark, also known as Angel. Other people have started calling me Arts. I guess in college I was referred to sometimes as Harkles and Harky Sparky. But I prefer the first 3 options. So, and fun fact about me is when I was a little kid in the 90s, I memorized almost every single song in Animaniacs, like the countries of the world, all the capitals of the United States and the presidents. Like, I memorized all of those by heart. I can probably spit out the countries of the world at you right now, but that's going to take too long. But fun fact about me. And that was before we had internet where I could just look it up. I had to record that, pause, write it down, play, pause, write it down, and that's how I memorized it. It was hardcore, and I was proud of it. As a 3rd grader, I was proud of it. Anyway, who would like to go next?
I can.
Okay, go ahead, Spells.
Alright, my name is Calum, or Spells. Another way that my roommates have taken to calling me is Lum Lum, or Lum of the K Clan, because
Okay.
we just say things backwards around here for some reason. And I'm originally from Kentucky. I have moved to Maryland, and a fun fact about me would be that I've been writing for a few years, and I hope to one day write a successful fiction novel, and I am a huge Jim Butcher fan.
Okay.
I actually haven't read any Jim Butcher books yet.
Oh, they're great.
Yeah.
Start with the Dresden Files, please.
Yeah, my uncle's really into those, so.
All right. Who would like to go next?
I guess I can. If someone else wants to, they can.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm Awkward Templar. You can also call me Ellie or Nell. A lot of my American friends call me Nell. Apparently that's how you shorten Ellie in America. Didn't realise that, but I live in Wales, which is a principality of the UK. And fun fact is, LARP, which is live action roleplay. I play a bookshop called Waterstones.
Oh, wow. I've always wanted to at least try LARPing.
Yeah,
it seems like fun.
It is, like, when I did the interview, we had just had the last Cardiff Below session, and it was not as intense as the first one I did. But, yeah, it was a lot of fun, but also very intense.
Just out of curiosity, are you subscribed to Felicia Day's Geek Sundry?
No, I need to keep
because
doing that.
She the only reason why I asked is because on that channel they started doing a LARP miniseries.
Yeah, I think we saw
LARPers.
the werewolf LARP video they did.
Okay.
Because like roleplay community play a lot of werewolf, and we're like,
okay, I think this is something completely separate. And
yeah.
I've watched a few episodes, and it's actually pretty entertaining, especially for someone like me who's never experienced LARPing before. So I was curious how somebody who actually plays LARPing got out of it. So I mean, it has a feel of whatever that other series is where they're playing sort of World of Warcraft, but they're not playing World of
The Guild.
Warcraft.
Yeah.
The Guild. It's a lot like the Guild.
Yeah, I've
in
seen
many
the
ways.
Guild. Basically, if you're
So-
really good and if you really love role playing, always give LARP a go because you're probably going to enjoy it.
Yeah,
But
I've
it's
never seen.
expensive.
I've never seen a LARP session myself, but I have gone to a few SCA events, and SCA is Society for Creative Anachronism,
Yeah.
and it's where people go around and have mock battles with like rattan swords and actual metal armor, and there's like glass blowers, leatherworking, and all that stuff. It's pretty cool.
Too bad we don't live closer together. Otherwise, it would have been like, okay, for our finale campaign, we're all gonna get together and LARP the final battle. That would be amazing.
That would have.
Well,
I would have
If
to
I had
paint
the
myself
money-
blue first.
If I had the money, I'd fly out there and do it.
Yeah.
Oh, if I had the money,
Kickstarter fund.
I think I have only like $50 equal to
I was
that.
gonna
left in my
say if
account,
I had
so-
the money, I'd gladly fly myself and everybody else to Europe. I'd gladly fly everybody just for that. But
I don't
I guess that
have
would, yeah.
the face for that kind of thing.
Oh, don't worry about it.
don't worry about that.
Hey, if
Well,
I
at
can,
least you
if I
wouldn't have to
can
paint yourself
dress up as a
purple, right?
bookshop, you can do anything.
And I really feel bad for Jeff Allity. He would have to like stand on all fours and paint himself pink and do some weird stuff.
Okay, so who's next? Who would like to go next?
I guess I can go next.
Go ahead, Dark.
Let's see. On YouTube, I'm known as Dark Elf MSP, although I don't actually do anything yet. I think not really. My real name is Melik, and I live in Denmark, which is this tiny piece of shit country just north of Germany.
Just I
Okay.
really want to go to Denmark, so don't jip it for me.
Yeah.
Well, Denmark is leagues better than most of the other countries in the world, but like it's still a piece of shit place because it's always cold, and it's always just like outside right now it's just gray and cloudy and just ugh.
Hey, you could live in Wales, where it always rains.
Pretty much, yeah.
I have
Here-
I have one constant reader of a fan fiction I'm writing from Denmark.
That's
Pretty
cool.
interesting.
Well, and
do you have
let's
a
see.
fun fact?
about. I don't have many fun facts that are not gaming, and Superspells already took the
What is-
writing one.
Okay.
Else, let's see.
If you could
I-
have, all right. Let me ask you this then, Dark. If unless you have something already ready.
Well, I have something. I am
Go ahead.
a second Q judo in judo, so that's the blue belt.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. So I'm wondering maybe we shouldn't do LARPing then, if you know judo.
Can't
let's
even always
see,
be
Or maybe we
non-contact.
should do LARPing.
Judo is actually it's unofficially known as being the most dangerous form of martial arts to practice in the outside world because the focus of it is to throw people.
Yeah.
So you throw people into the ground and throw them
Yes.
directly into the ground. So like,
Yes.
if you tried to do that outside, people would break their backs and it would be unpleasant.
I don't
I'm sure-
know.
I'm-
Traditional Muay Thai is pretty gnarly too.
Yeah, but like a Muay Thai dude, if he kicks at me, I'll grab his leg and then he'll be like, "Wait, what?"
I'm
That's
sure.
true.
I'm sure E can take you, Dark. When we LARP, I'm sure he can take you.
I don't know. I've
Don't let
done
that
a
quiet.
lot of
Don't let
martial
that
arts.
quiet, persona like fool you.
Try.
Okay.
He's an
He's ready,
Asian
he's ready.
Aikido master,
There you go.
7th degree black belt.
I wouldn't put it past him. All right. I think Ian, Alex, either of you want to go next?
Sure, I'm happy to go next. So I'm Alex, also known as the World's Minion. Sort of next Minion, I guess. I live in Wales, so that's cool.
Oh, you're also
Um,
in Wales.
Yeah, I also live in Wales. So
Which
You
part?
two can go laughing together.
Pembrokeshire. It's-
Oh, I'm in Cardiff.
Oh, cool. I currently study childcare, and I'm the only dude in my college who does it. So I don't know if that's
You
interesting.
do
but
what? You currently do what? I didn't catch it.
I currently study childcare. I'm the only dude in
Oh.
my college who studies it.
Oh. That's
I just run
awesome.
room all day.
I think that's fantastic, Alex. That's great. Okay, and last but not least, E.
Hi, my name is E, and I think you guys can just drop the last name. Like everyone during the audition, the comments were
Oh, we're like, E.
my full name. It's the reverse anyway.
That's fine. We'll drop it.
I'm in this Maryland, so in the same time zone as Hark and Calum.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
And do you
Okay.
have some fun fact about yourself that has nothing to do with gaming, other than your amazing Hapkido trading?
I really don't know any martial arts. I can only fight dirty. That is what I
Oh,
Hey, that's the
well.
only way to fight. What are you talking about?
Okay, well, E, we're learning a lot of fun facts about you right now.
Yes.
He
This
likes to
passive
fight
persona
dirty
is just
ladies.
I mean, that's the only way I
Chips in
can.
the eyes, you know.
It's the only way he can do it. Is dirty. Anyway.
This passive persona is just a veil for the true ninja master that's behind it.
This is why he doesn't want his future employers to see this.
He doesn't. Yeah, like there's no clean way to fight. What are you talking about?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. E, go
He's
ahead.
the guy
No
that
problem.
brings
This is
super-
much funnier than what I can say anyway. I'm
No, go ahead,
I'm a
Ben.
cartoonist.
You're a cartoonist,
Really?
yes.
Yep.
I remember seeing that.
And I like to do like voice acting and making audio plays, audio dramas. So when I couldn't do one, I tried to do the other. My voice wasn't always this way, and it's only recently that I'm able to go this deep, and I will just leave it at that.
Oh, okay. All right.
Suddenly, I'm picturing this cutesy anime girl voice.
We're not
No.
going lolly. That's a whole can of worms that we're not gonna open.
No, I used to I used to be able to do Naruto's kind of voice pretty well. Not anymore. Can't do it.
It's actually a lady that voices Naruto. In the Japanese version, at least.
Yeah,
Yes.
but it's the kind of very explosive, throaty voice.
Hmm.
If I try to do that now, I will blow all your eardrums off. So listen.
So,
Okay.
Thanks. So I guess I just wanted to thank you guys for first of all applying and submitting to the campaign, and I am so grateful that I am able to play with you guys throughout the year, and I am very excited for the Bravo Squad specifically because there are things that I am going there are things that I can get away with doing with you guys that I can't do with the main squad. For example, the main squad is going to be the most in the dark of everybody. You guys are going to know a few things that the main squad will not know probably for a while, and like from the beginning. And if you start watching the main squad's campaign once I start posting this, you'll kind of see as you go along how it makes sense. And I'm trying to make each of the stories distinct, but they're connected.
Yeah.
And hopefully you guys that will intrigue you a little bit and encourage you to watch each other's and react to each other's videos. And I'm trying to time the videos in such a way that even though I might end up filming you guys ahead of when I'm going to be posting it, only because certain things need to happen in the main squad to be able to get the flow to work correctly. So don't feel discouraged if like we record something and a month passes and I haven't posted yet. It's only because I'm just waiting for things to line up because things are happening in parallel.
Yeah.
And this is the first time that I'm doing this, and I'm trying. It's a little bit of an experiment. It's something I always wanted to do, but I was nervous of ever doing it because at least here amongst where I live, I needed to have the dedicated players to do it because I didn't want to have. This is probably going to be the most complicated campaign I've ever done, and I did not want to put the time and energy to come up with this elaborate, interconnected, intertwining story with players who are not dedicated, and that's why you guys are here. So I want you guys to know that even though you're not in the quote-unquote main squad, you guys hold a very special place in my heart because you guys, in many ways, are probably the more exciting, have slightly the more exciting story. Because in the main squad, because I have so much more time with them, I have the luxury of going a little slower, a little more gradually. But you guys are bam, action. Which doesn't mean it's combat, combat, combat. It just means I'm just dropping you into the thick of things from the day one. And like, I did not even tell the main squad. I did not even tell the main campaign when this is happening, when in the Mass Effect timeline this is happening. You guys already know that, and you guys already know what's going on in the world. The main campaign doesn't know. So the things that I'm telling you about in the plot, you cannot tell anyone. This all stays in this room. So you guys sort of have a leg up on that, and I'm trying to utilize you in such a way, because I think you guys should feel privileged that you get to know things that the main squad doesn't know. I think that'll be pretty cool. So I'm gonna put you guys in the spot right now because I want to go to each one of you individually. Dark, I'll start with you.
Okay.
When I was going through your interview, I thought that you were a solid player. You were very polite. You were a strong role player. It was very clear that you've had experience. The character that you brought to the table, you made her your own. And just your overall attitude and the way that you carried yourself was something that struck me, and I was like, I need to play with this guy in some way, in some form or fashion. So I felt that you would be a great asset to this group through your experience, and sort of you are probably going to be one of the more grounded people in the group, and I needed that specifically. So one thing that I explained to the main squad, by the way, is that just because you are not in the main squad doesn't mean that you are not necessarily stronger players from them. It's just because I needed to make sure that both squads were strong.
Yeah.
And I was trying to design the makeup so that I had the people that I need in each group. And so I didn't want to put all of the experienced and strong players into one, because that just wouldn't work out. I wanted to mix it up so that there were some of the stronger ones on both, as well as other ones that were less experienced, but still were very passionate and dedicated. I wanted to have an even mix. So the whole decision of who went where is very complicated, and I can't even put it down on paper how it all worked. It's just, this is what I needed for this squad, and I felt like you guys fit the bill. Plus, I was also looking for chemistry within the group and with me, and the Bravo squad storyline has a different feel from the main squad. The Bravo squad's campaign there's going to be light moments, but it's a little bit more serious and a little more deep. It's a lot deep in many ways, and I have to do that because you have less sessions. So I have to get right to the meat and potatoes right away. Whereas with the main squad, because of the length, it can be more lighthearted in parts, but they don't get into the deep end until later because it's more gradual. So hopefully there's good and bad. There's pros and cons of each one, and again, it's an experiment, and hopefully you'll be able to appreciate both by seeing each other's campaigns. Awkward Templar. The biggest thing that I thought your strongest asset to this group is the fact that you are so flexible. Your flexibility, you can fit into any role. I can give you a role and you would just own it and just do it beautifully, but I'm not going to give you a role.
No.
You pretty much are not afraid to push the envelope. You're sort of the wild card of the group, kind of.
Yay.
And I needed that. Plus, I also wanted to make sure there was a strong female representation amongst all of the testosterone
Token
in this
chick.
campaign. I purposely didn't start with that because you're not the token chick.
No, I'm
because-
joking.
Yeah, I know. We're all. This is what I said to Mistiani in the last session with her, is that you and her are not. We're all on the same footing here.
Yeah.
We're all equals as players, and I mean, I might have a little bit more authority as DM, but beyond that, we're all equals here, and all of us together, it's a team effort to try to tell this story and to try to bring these characters to life. And just the idea that you're not afraid to do some of the more challenging
Yeah.
characters, like the mute character, or you know, stuff like that. It was just a big breath of fresh air when I started talking to you. So
Yeah.
that's why you're here, Awkward Templar. E, you were a viewer favorite for a lot of people, because you had a very unique style. You had confided in me about wanting to perform and wanted to entertain other people. You had that drive, and you just wanted that chance to do that. And I knew that if I put you in a squad, you would take it seriously, and you would be dedicated to it. And I need that kind of dedication as sort of like an anchor for the group. And I think that that is what you're going to be of the main value and the main asset for this group. And your character, Crystal Chen, like, I just liked her concept completely, especially with I don't know if you're defining her, at least at the time, if you were defining her as non-combative or refusing to combat, because those could be two different things. And I just wanted to tell her story through you. So that's another reason why you're here.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Alex, you are the heart of this group. You are, when I was talking to you, I just thought you were the sweetest, nicest guy, like one of the most likable people that I spoke to, and it just seemed like you were just very laid back and you just get along with anyone. And I need someone like that who sort of acts like the glue. I feel like everybody's gonna be doing that, but I felt like your charm and your smile and just your positive attitude, I think, is just gonna thing that helps this group gel together. And I felt that when I was, even before I posted the finalists, I was thinking Alex needs to participate in some way. I don't care what it is. He needs to be playing somewhere. And even though I didn't put you in the main squad, I was like, no, this is where I'm putting him, and I think he's going to be amazing at it. So thank you for auditioning, Alex.
Oh, thank you so much. That's really nice.
And then we come to Spells. Spells actually is going to be my most valuable. I don't want to say he's my most valuable player. He's going to be he's going to be a key player in this whole thing, because he's going to be playing a special role. He's not officially going to be in the Bravo squad. The role, because a lot of people were wondering what exactly Spells is going to be doing, and I told him about it a little bit offline, but after this session, I'm going to be talking to him about it more thoroughly, because his character Rayne is sort of going to be the character that pops in and out. He's going to be jumping in and sitting in sessions for both the main squad and the Bravo squad. His character is sort of the character that connects the two squads together. He's the bridge. He just says Doctor Who. And one of the reasons why I'm going to be talking to Spells is because of his role. His character is going to know the most. He's probably going to know a lot of. I'm going to probably keep some things hidden from him, so there's a little bit of surprises for him. But I'm going to be in close contact with him throughout the whole campaign, because his character is A, going to know the most, and B, there's a few things about Rayne's character and her actions that actually is going to help dictate the overall story. So Spells, when you and I are gonna talk after this, I'm actually gonna throw some ideas about the story at you, because
Okay.
I need you to help me figure out some things. As a writer, I need you to help me figure out some of the nitty-gritty details, because it's complicated. It's very complicated, and I'm trying to figure out how I can use your character to simplify things, not only for me but for both groups. So Spell's definitely a strong player from the beginning. He got the most likes, I think equaled only to Matthew Lang, and people clearly wanted him in the campaigns, and I heard them, and I know that I felt bad that I didn't put spells in a official squad, but I needed him to play a specific role because I knew him from before, and based on our interactions together, I needed somebody who was strong enough to play this role of being able to keep both squads in order, and that's something that I could not trust with anyone else because I didn't really know anybody else as well other than him. So he's very important in all of this, and I don't want to I want to make sure that he understands how much I'm valuing his character and his participation in this, even though he's not in one of the squads. So
And I greatly appreciate it.
Okay, so now that we have gone through that, I'm going to go ahead and continue and ask you a couple more questions, a couple more warm-up questions. So next thing is we're going to go around the room, and I want to ask if you, the person, not the character, you, the player, actually lived in the Mass Effect. Dark, you guys are like distracting me in the comments. I'm trying not to read the comments. I'm trying to stay serious here. If you were actually in the Mass Effect universe, which of the 6 classes do you think you would fit under? Which of the 6 classes do you think you would be, and why? I can begin. I'll start. Kind of give the same answer that I gave before. If I was in Mass Effect, I would be a Sentinel. The reason I would be a Sentinel is because I always tended to gravitate towards more of the magic-like classes. If I had a superpower, it would definitely be something with psychic abilities, with like telekinesis. That's always been like my go-to for superpowers. And I'm also very big in math and science. I was a huge math and science. I'm an engineer by trade. So I felt that a Sentinel was a good way to marry the two together. And also, I think in Mass Effect 1, the Sentinel was kind of sort of the medic of the classes, especially if you specialized in medic. And so historically, not only do I gravitate towards mages, but more specifically, I gravitate towards more of the cleric healer type characters. So that's why Sentinel, I think, would have been the one for me. Anybody else want to go next? Go ahead, Spells.
For me, I've always been, I think it would be Infiltrator, simply because I've always been more of a distance and tactical fighter. Mm-hmm. And more specifically, I'm not a hardware person. I can't really fix things with components, but I am more of a software person in that I can clean out a computer system and get it working again and that kind of thing. So it's either that or a Vanguard. I'm either sitting back and appraising everything tactically and trying to do the safest scenario on the battlefield, or I'm charging in head first, blowing everything to pieces. So it's either one extreme or the other.
Okay. Who would like to go next?
I guess it was me. I had to literally quickly read the classes to remember what they are, which is awful. I'd probably be Adapt or oh god, what's the name again? That's not the right one. Either Adapt or a Vanguard as well, because I am the kind of person who just runs in, blitzes everything, and runs back out. That is my tactic in Dragon Age Inquisition, just run in, throw spells, run back out. Probably the same when I get to actually playing Mass Effect. So yeah, I generally run in head first and don't think about the consequences and probably end up dead. I'm being rezzed by the cleric.
You'd definitely be a Vanguard because they literally have the ability to just charge in.
Right, exactly.
It's
one of my favorite powers.
It's like I play on 5 Online, I play the ninja class, and I got the nickname LOL Ninja because I generally end up jumping into the AoE and dying. It's just like, oh, you're dead again! Well done. I'm like, at least I took him down with me!
There you go. That's the spirit. All right. Who wants to go next?
I could go next.
Go ahead, Alex.
I think I'd probably be an Adept, just because that seems like the most supportish class. I think I'm probably more of a supporter than anything else. So, yeah.
Okay.
Um,
or
like,
Dark?
oh,
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Alex. Oh,
I was going to say, it would, like, either be that or Infiltrator, but I don't really feel I'm enough in the tech side to really fit that role. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So here's the thing. Mass Effect doesn't really fit the type of character, like the classes doesn't really fit any of the type of characters I really like, because when I play Dragon Age or any other RPG, like if I play Skyrim, I'll always play a warrior because magic sucks in that game. But like I usually go for the very glass cannon heavy, but really high damage mage. So that's something like in Origins where you cast a fireball and the entire enemy group of enemies just explode into nothingness. That's the sort of thing I like. But there's not really something like that in Mass Effect because, like, yeah, you could say the Adept could be built towards that, but still you don't really have those really powerful AoE spells and stuff like that. So I'm not really sure, actually.
Okay. I mean, well, I'm trying to think if there's a suggestion. I mean, I was gonna say soldier, but no.
Well, I mean, maybe in the later games, like I know Mass Effect 3 and some of the multiplayer classes, they have some really heavy glass cannon-y type
Yeah, but
things.
yeah, but I don't really count the multiplayer because it doesn't really function the same way that the proper single-player version of it does. Like there's some stuff that's been added and removed and stuff.
Yeah, I agree. I see what you're saying, Dark, because the Mass Effect classes kind of break the mold of the, I guess, typical archetypes that we're used to in fantasy games. So it might be hard, like, to figure out where you fit in. Because I was gonna say, I get the Adept is squishy, but they're not really a glass cannon. They're more of a controller type of class.
They have a lot of CC. So.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Okay. Fair enough.
Too bad Krogan Warlord's not a class. There you go. There's a glass. There's a glass cannon.
Not really a glass cannon. That's more.
That's
like
more of an actual cannon.
It's more of a tank cannon.
Yeah.
Tank cannon.
That's like putting a super giant gun on a super giant, really thick piece of armor.
Right.
Then just tossing it into everything.
E, how about you?
Probably Sentinel. It's based on what everybody's saying. Just I tend to play cleric class or ranger class. Try to sneak my way past something or talk my way out of something. Even though, yeah, that's kind of. I tend to deal with problems. Because if you get me to fight, I'll start fighting dirty, as I said.
Or you might have to start fighting dirty. I feel like that needs to be like a thing that Crystal Chen says. Like fighting dirty has to be something.
She's not going to.
No, but I mean, like, because it's ironic. I feel like it's something she should say because it's so ironic. But anyway.
Speaking of that, I have a friend that is like wholly convinced that I need to make the pun "Are you Asari yet?" because it was never made in game. And she's been telling me, it's like, if you get into this, you need to make that pun or I will never forgive you.
You're sorry. Okay. I have one more question for you guys, and this actually is, in my opinion, the most important and probably the most valuable question of all. And that is, I want you each to share with us, all of us, what exactly are you trying and hoping to get out of this experience in this campaign? What are you hoping to get from each other as we are playing through this campaign for the year?
That's a really easy question to answer for me, because I've already thought about it.
Go ahead, Spells.
I just want to make really long-lasting friends out of all of this, honestly. I want to be friends with everybody. I mean, it's not just becoming friends with Angel Arts, because that would be cool too, and, you know, keeping in regular contact. But, I mean, I want to be friends with everybody. I mean, we can always just come up together and be like, hey, do you guys want to get together just like the other time and make a campaign of our own on Roll20 or something like that. Yeah, so
Cool.
that's what I'm hoping to get out of it.
Thank you, Spells. Somebody else want to go next?
I could go next. There's two main things I'm trying to get out of this. One, I want to become a better role player. I think I've said before I'm quite new to it, so I just want to get better in that regards. But the main thing is I feel as a person I need to put myself out there more. Like, I tend to be quite reserved, and I think I sort of need to push my limits a bit more. So I figured I had nothing to lose by trying this. So yeah, it just seemed like it'd be very rewarding.
Thank you for sharing that, Alex. That's great. I think that's fantastic. Who wants to go next?
Cue Jeopardy theme.
Well, I guess I can go next.
Go ahead, Dark. Thank you.
Well, like Super Spells, I want to become friends with everyone, of course, but like, I'm not really sure, to be honest, what I want out of this, other than I want to absorb more stories in order to become a better storyteller myself. Like, I'm currently writing a story, and I'm beginning to feel like I have trouble either jotting down what I actually I'm trying to say, but also like I need more to absorb more stories to be able to tell my story properly. And yeah, that's sort of mostly it, I think. Yeah, like, and then obviously hang out with some more awesome people. I'm sad you cut that part out of our talk, actually.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to end I was trying to end everything the same way. That's why.
Yeah,
So,
I understand that, but
yeah. All right, go ahead.
I guess I'll go. I kind of just mix up what everyone's saying. I'd love to roleplay with more people. Like, I roleplay with the same people regularly, with Crow and all. So it's nice being with a group of other people that are different, make new friends. I know it sounds really bad. I jumped at the chance to get to know Angel Arts better because of a personal reason as well. I mean, it's really hard to explain, but like a thing happened last year, and basically, I nearly locked myself in my room and never came out again. And it was part of Angel Arts who helped me actually, with like my family and friends, to not do that. So there's a great chance to like jump out and be like, oh, I get to know this person better because they're a really lovely person, and just have a really fun time, and get more confident and have lots of fun.
Aw, thank you. I don't think I knew that. Awkward. Thank you so much. That's very sweet.
No, I'm just gonna use everybody's reasons, plus, trying to get better at social anxiety problems, which
Oh
I've
yeah,
mentioned.
I have a couple of friends with that. I know that can be rough.
And my other reason for playing is to represent, like a little bit of political bent. Just have more Asian presence in the media, not the mainstream media, but still a kind of media, and play non-conventional types. I didn't want to play a supermodel. I want to play, I don't know what
Someone that's
to
more,
express this.
I guess,
Realistic?
Realistic? Is that what you're going with?
Yeah, maybe. Even though it won't be as entertaining, but
Or someone more relatable, I guess is a better way to put it. Relatable?
yeah, maybe.
I
You're trying
wouldn't
to
call it
And I want
relatable.
more.
Sorry, you said you want
I
more.
want more female gamers in this field.
In the
I'm
field.
going to push for female characters and female players, even though it sounds kind of creepy. Ever since I heard about the Gamergate controversy, I
Oh
just
god,
said,
Gamergate.
yeah.
enough.
Ugh.
Enough is enough.
Yeah, I agree with the yes.
Mm.
Be more females across the board, whether it's a character or
Hashtag
gamers.
Asian representation and feminism.
There we go. There we go.
Stand behind it.
All right. Was that it? Was that all E that you
Yeah.
wanted to say?
Oh,
All
thank
right.
you.
And I
Thank
think
you.
this will be a big confidence booster for everyone involved too.
Awesome. Yeah, that is one thing that I love about tabletop gaming in general is that you put yourself out there. The game is designed to put yourself out there, and it's a very social thing. I mean, games in general are very social things, but you're able to step out of your own world for a minute, step out of your problems, whatever you're dealing with, and even step out of you as a person and be somebody else. And that can be very therapeutic, I guess, to be able to feel that not only are you a different person completely, but you're a different person who seems to like have this ability to change the world and like save the day and rescue people and make a difference, even though it's all fantasy. But I'd like to believe that it's very helpful. It's very helpful for things like that. So, what I'm looking for out of this, obviously, from the same thing from Super Spells, is making more friends, forming more bonds. I wanted to be very clear that I do not want the 5 of you to see me as this YouTuber guy with however many subscribers. Like we are all peers here. I'm not some YouTuber that's like hosting this on his channel or whatever. I mean, obviously, it's going to be on my channel, but I don't want you guys to see me as anything but some other person that you might know in real life who happens to just want to run a campaign with you guys. I don't want to be treated any differently than that. I want a group that respects each other. I want a group in which we can foster a sense of family. I want a group that, if there are issues that arise, we can address said issues off camera and deal with it like mature people, like mature friends, and it'll be fine. Those are, I think, the main things that I'm looking for, and I'm hoping to. And you know, I guess I'm also looking for a group that supports each other and a group that is passionate about what we're doing and hoping that we can tell a very good story and work well with not just this squad, but like all of the other people that are involved in this campaign, and just really bring up something that I think is really special, because I know that all of you have great potential to do that and the capability to do that. So that's what I'm looking for. But okay, yeah, I think moving forward, like I said, that's something that we all should take with us as we go through the year. And
What's a Solarian scientist's favorite song by Boston?
I don't know.
More than a feeling.
Oh, Morden, I miss you.
I am the very model of a scientist, Darren.
Okay, there you go.